marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Number 89.
23 yards, the final tally. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Thunderbirds.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Mike Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a dump off here complete. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because here's 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
3-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
5-yard gain on the play.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Toronto.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this one through the uprights and good. A drive that time of 6 plays.
Jaguars, nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis.
Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
17-0 our score after 1. Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Single, slot.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep and for him to show off that big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now they try the right side here. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Tackle made.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Intercepted. They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They run. Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play, not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he rifles one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw again. He can run for it, and he will. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Loss of 6 yards. Second down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin out in the Windy City of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Nick Chubb with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Connection made with Chenault. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
Jaguars first down.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards the pick up there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Number 36 on the kick.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And it's 3rd down.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Brought down at the 20.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Miles Jack able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
First target, first catch, and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Josh Allen able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd down, goal to go from the 8. They'll roll him out, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They'll try and throw for it, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Intercepted. They'll take over.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He may try and run for this. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So that one a long 11-play drive.
33. Jaguars 7.
Mike following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mayfield sets up the screen to Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and
this spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit. Had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
At the 6-yard line.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
Jaguars 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They'll run here with Robinson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And this one is right through. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit.
Jaguars 10.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
Mike 18. 53. Mike 53. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Don't do us like that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
At their own 40-yard line.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.